right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming on out to the Savvy tonight. We're going to be having our fantastic comedian and my Pookie Bear, my personal boo thing, Haze Exy, up on stage to be doing an amazing set. So please gather around if you want to get a good laugh in. I guarantee you he's going to bust a gut. Haze, if you could come on out here, we're ready for you.
Busting a gut or a nut? I don't know. It's VRChat. We don't know anymore.
That's fire AF.
Literally, my life is.
I'll bust either you want, buddy.
So now you guys can hear me good with this mic? Everything good on it? Hopefully. Oh, okay. Good. Good. I was a little worried I wasn't going to get a little, I wasn't going to go on or get a little intro or anything. I don't know what happened to Savvy. I thought Savvy was dead, but good news, guys. It was just her ear. We don't have to worry. So, I noticed that I haven't been on VR for a while, and this stage is totally new to me. I absolutely love it, though. Like, just look at this stuff. That just goes to show you that, like, here at Duskview, we are committed to giving you guys a better experience, like, as time goes on, better and better experience. Although sometimes things slip through the cracks, which is why they allow me on the show still. But I decided that with the improvements in the stage and stuff like that, I would give you guys a little bit more polish on the comedy. So you guys already know. If you guys have seen me perform before, you already know what happens, what comes first. It's the foreplay section of our night. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually the news report. Everyone's favorite segment. Everyone absolutely loves fucking news. And here it is. No, that's...
The only way I figure out about political stuff.
Yes, the only way. It's the only way. And I had a sound clip for this. I'm not a musician. I don't do great stuff. Okay, here we go. Yes. The news.
No, you're fine. I was just like,
Isn't it great? I have sound clips now. But I'm doing the news without a desk or a fucking podium. That's VRChat for you. I wouldn't pay for an avatar that has a podium, but I paid for voice meter. Anyways. A park fire in Northern California is believed to have been deliberately set by an arsonist, growing from 6,400 acres to 45,500 acres overnight. The fire in Chico, California started with a report of a man driving a burning car into the gully. When the suspect was interviewed, he informed our news team that was not his original plan, stating he drove his Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. A massive computer crash still leaves many airports and infrastructure systems in slow recovery. This is much more devastating than 20 years ago, when a smaller computer crash ruined several crates and a mad scientist. Star Wars: The Acolyte series is still receiving mixed reviews, despite viewership statistics claiming success. This has served as a better polling method than any other model in America for politics, because clearly, we as Americans don't know what the fuck we want anymore. An Ohio Supreme Court has ruled that it is okay for boneless wings to have bones. In a 4-3 ruling, it has been decided... This is the news. You can look it up. It has been decided that a person who suffered an esophagus infection from a small bone from an order of boneless wings. You know what other small bones cause people's throats to go sore? Wait.
Mine. Whoa, whoa, hey, hey.
My children are here.
Oh.
Haze! Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
God damn.
So anyways,
Haze, ow, ow.
I got a little bit more news and actually we interrupt this overplayed, overused comedy news bit to bring you the rest of the comedy show. So that's that's it.
Hey.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers, Shotty.
Shit, man.
I haven't done the news report bit in a month, so I know you guys have been missing out on news. And I know it's been an entire month, but that's all I have for the news report. Yep. Nothing else in big news. Nope. Nothing at all. Nothing else
Are you
happened.
sure there's nothing in earshot?
Ah, fine, we'll talk about it. Our God Emperor was shot. Look, I know it's super hack, and every comedian and their grandma was talking about this. See, I'm in a difficult crossroads where, as a comedian, I have to talk about it. But as an American, I can't stress enough that political violence of any kind is not okay, regardless of personal beliefs. It just isn't funny whatsoever. But I mean, it kind of becomes funny when you imagine how it would have gone differently. Like, if the shooter didn't miss, but Trump's head is made of titanium and his ear just did that sometimes. The shooter would have been like, holy shit, I actually got him. But Trump's like, wrong, and he levitates like M. Bison from Street Fighter.
Jesus.
And it would still be less ridiculous than thinking that RFK has a fucking chance in this election.
Did you see Hatsumiku has 630 votes.
Of course they do. And the Acolyte isn't getting a season 2 because of 5 fucking people complaining, Disney, Star Wars is woke. It's always been woke, you fucking muppet. Anyways, in lighter news, I'm currently house shopping. I figure I could save some money by getting a fixer-upper and doing some of my own work on the house. The true American hard-working way, you know? So I went to Home Depot to hire some assistants. That's not racist, by the way. Just wanted to remind everyone, I'm Mexican, remember? I can make that joke. Going to look for workers in the Home Depot parking lot wasn't my first pick, but none of my 400 cousins were free this weekend. So anyways.
Viva la
Oh my god.
Pruébalo, cabrones. Anyways, so I find these 3 light-skinned Mexican guys, and I invite them to my car to head to my house. See, I hate to say this in 2024, but the skin color actually tells you a lot about their specialty. But for legal reasons, no, it doesn't tell you anything about their character. Look, I'm a guy looking for cheap labor, not a cop. So as I'm driving, I ask them for their names.
Ew, my ex is here. I'm gonna kill myself.
So I asked them for their names, and guy says, Juan, Carlos, Ricardo. So I said, awesome. What's the name of the other 2?
Damn it, Vex.
So they told me, they gave me their real names, you know. They gave me their real names, and I was like, they said, no, this is Juan. I'm Carlos. This is Ricardo. And I was like, huh, funny. You guys all looked like Tylers to me. We then worked on the roof.
Ay, Dios mío.
So we finished the job. I paid him, and I dropped him off at Lowe's instead of Home Depot. They were immediately picked up for another job by a butch lesbian.
Oh my god.
By the way, I admire the hell out of the grind, by the way. It just goes to show you, if you want the job, get a tan. Which I figure is exactly how Donald Trump got elected president in the first place.
Exactly. He's the Cheeto
We-
King.
We all talk about Biden is like, Biden is senile this, Trump is crazy that. I don't know why we don't give Alex Jones more credit. Because he sounds batshit crazy, but at least he's been right about a few things. I'm not just talking about correctly guessing the elites having pedophile rings. But remember his whole water turning the frogs gay thing? It's not just the frogs, guys. There's stuff out here changing us. You ever had the Impossible Whopper from Burger King? I'm convinced
No, that shit was gross, bro. That shit
that
was
they're
ass.
injecting estrogen in that
Just
shit.
went through your head.
I ate like 3, and my man boobs started getting like really tender. I was all emotional for the rest of the day too. And if that doesn't convince you, you don't believe me? Just ask any trans girl what their favorite burger joint is. It's all right. I'll wait. See how quiet they got?
Burger King?
It's because they know it's Burger King. The government doesn't want you to know these things. Listen, just look at the king. He's obviously a trans icon. He looks masculine, and he takes on the king persona. But notice how he never talks about it? And no one's ever confronted him about his identity? We just all accept it? That's right. Y'all are worried about woke culture and politics and Star Wars while I'm asking the real questions. I accept you, Burger King King, my liege. But I am not blind to the mystery upon which your kingdom is built. I'd tell you all more, but not until the next season of House of Dragon, Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Central. Only on Duskview tonight. That sounded like a little bit of a like go to a commercial break. That was a little too Disney Channel for me. That was a dumb bit. I couldn't figure out how to end that joke, but just yeah. I'm Haze XE, and you're watching me ERP on Disney Channel. Ba, 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 na, but I draw a dick instead.
Oh, edgy.
Don't they all?
If you want to. You got this, Haze.
Oh.
They actually follow what they're drawing.
I love getting on here
Mm-mm.
and seeing you guys. It's been way
There's
too long.
compilation of all the people doing the
It's-
Disney thing.
Getting on VRChat is it's a refreshing break from adult life. You know, all the crap like owning a car, going to a job and making money, having to have sex with women. So annoying, right? You know, the world is changing to a blend of internet and reality when you get a collections letter in the mail for your Klarna payments that you use to buy full body tracking.
That was a pain in the ass.
Must have been I must have been drunk when I made that purchase. Also, I don't remember Lovense even making full body trackers. A
Honestly,
coworker of
I wouldn't be surprised if they
mine
eventually do.
he's married with 2 kids, and he just told me on shift that his wife and him decided to try for a third. I never saw them as the swinger type, so I asked them who they had in mind. He said, no, not that kind of third. I'm talking about us wanting a child. So I reported him to the authorities. I'm kidding. He obviously meant that they wanted to expand their family and have another baby. I have to make that clarification on VR nowadays. Which, by the way, very fucking weird conversation. A grown man looked me in the eye and said, yeah, the wife and I are trying to have a baby. Like that doesn't translate to, I've been cream pieing my wife incessantly these past few days. I'm so dehydrated.
Oh my god.
And people will still go, aw, that's so sweet. Look, I'm just more shocked than he's having sex. I mean, I'm the one that convinced him to come on VRChat more often. His wife must not be mad at him anymore. I just wanted to say, I'm sorry I don't get on VR as often as I used to. Work's been slamming me harder than a Catholic college girl that thinks anal doesn't count. Spoiler alert, it does. And anal fissures are a real concern that feel worse than childbirth. Remember, guys, drink plenty of water and eat a lot of fiber. I've attempted to explain what VR is like to my real-life friends a few times to some very confused looks. Like, explaining the concept of phantom sense. No one seems to believe that's a real thing. Until I compared it to going to a strip club and you feel like the dancer really likes you. It's gaslighting yourself into thinking you're experiencing physical intimacy, which plenty of incels in real life go through daily. Only difference is, in VR, no one ever really lashes out violently because of that. Although, I'd also like to take this time to discourage anyone from taking that kind of action on this platform. Totally unrelated, but you'll notice here at Sunset, there are no sloped roofs, so don't even think about it.
Huh?
Oh my
Was
Jesus
that
Christ,
joke an
Haze.
earshot for you? There, you get one. As some of you might be familiar, I'm actually not just a comedian. I'm the networking business type guy for Duskview. I'm not saying they picked me for that position because I know what real grass looks like, but in order to find a well-fitting suit, you're gonna have to eventually shop somewhere that doesn't offer Uber Eats delivery. You need a particular set of skills you only get from being out and about in real life. You're going to have to talk to people whose avatars are not optimized, and you can't turn them off. You might also be expected to not ERP with every living, breathing thing you see. And if your cock doesn't work, it's not simply a matter of removing and re-adding DPS. It takes a few doctor's visits and a prescription, and I know absolutely nothing about that. See, I make that joke, but I want to point out that cybersex issues is, it'll absolutely be a panel I'll host in the future at your local anime convention. I will be hitting hard-hitting topics like virtual STD prevention, erectile dysfunction in e-boys, a real issue.
Oh my god.
Fucking
Yep.
e-boys, bro.
Yep, rule of thumb, the lower the
Here's the
voice,
epitome of
the higher the
wonderful
ED. Remember, yes, that's right, ladies. I know you guys love the low, super low, manly e-boy voice, but if that voice lasts for longer than 4 hours, consult a doctor. And of course, the highly anticipated seminar, An Inconvenient Truth, where instead of talking about climate change, I'll be explaining that no, it's probably not DID. You're just an asshole. Anyways, guys, that is my time. You have been a fantastic crowd. My name is Haze. I'm on that sign. And then if you look on that sign right directly in front of me, you will see cheese. Everyone's looking that way. I just made you look. I just wanted to mess with you guys. I love you so much. Thank you.
I just wanted to hear Haze's tongue.